Hey guys, normally I'm talking by myself, but today I have a guest. This is Godai. He is the man in charge in Japan. He's the one that handles all of the Liquid Alchemy Labs related business that is in Japan. Normally I would be talking alone, but I figured since I had him available, he's a pretty skilled guy with the ladies himself in 2 countries and 2 languages. So I figured that I'd have him just accompany me, kind of free flow with what I'm gonna normally talk about by myself. Neither one of us are, it's his first time on camera. It's my first time dealing with someone else. It always feels a little strange when you actually, to be on camera, you have to sit a little closer than normal. We also have to...
Close enough.
Yeah, plenty close. But we also have to talk to you as well as talk to each other. And so it feels a little odd. We're trying to get comfortable with it. We understand that it may come across as odd to you guys, so bear with us and cut us some slack and understand what we're going through and what we're dealing with. What I was going to originally talk about today was a lot of times with the subject of being alpha or beta, when you're using pheromones, everybody starts talking alpha, alpha, alpha. Everybody wants to be alpha, except for alphas. They don't give a crap. But we start getting a skewed perspective on alphas and betas. Some people, in the first place, think of as alphas as bad, so they don't really want to be an alpha. Other people think, yeah, I want to be an alpha because I want to get laid. And so we start getting this beta's bad, alpha's bad, one's good, one's bad, and sometimes it's the other way around. And it's hard to achieve something when you in your heart feel it's wrong. And many betas, they want to do better with women, but they don't want to be a jerk. They don't want to be rude. They don't want to be the bad guy. Yet they see what they perceive as a bad guy quite often getting laid and getting attention and like that. So Goda and I both were talking about this the other night. I thought I would bring him in on the conversation and get his take on that as well.
I think the important about being alpha is be able to express your feeling or your ideas. Not necessarily have to be jerk, not necessarily have to be rude to others.
Yeah, I think there's good alphas and there's bad alphas, there's good betas and there's bad betas.
I think if you can express your feeling without no fear, or you do something, you do the action without really thinking about it, or even maybe be very cautious, but not in a point that it worry that you're gonna judge me or not.
I think what he's hit on right there is a lot of what is desirable to a woman about an alpha. Alphas know what they want. They're not afraid. They're not afraid of offending anyone. They're not afraid of speaking their mind. They're not afraid of asking for what they want. They have rules. You don't cross them. They'll punch you in the eye. Those are some of the things that a woman finds attractive about an alpha. It's not that he's a jerk. It's just that he's very manly. He's not afraid. Mm-hmm. And consequently, conversely, betas quite often are afraid. They're afraid of offending. They're afraid of asking for what they want. They're used to kind of being subservient, and they think if they're nice enough, if they're a good boy, they're going to get the attention that they hope for if they can just do that long enough.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's exactly the point. We hear all the time that I respect women too much. I don't want to offend a female because...
Yeah, it's real common. Got to remember that Godai handles the customer service in Japan. I handle portion of the customer service here. All of the, where's my package, that type of stuff is handled by other people. I tend to handle the more personal emails where someone's, worried about their penis size and stuff like that. That's the stuff that I get in there and have to handle, unfortunately. But no, realistically, no, I handle stuff that matters. I handle the stuff that when you're dealing with psychology of different people's problems. Mm-hmm. So we are hearing a lot of this. When I give advice, I tell guys, they'll a lot of times give me a scenario. This happened, what went wrong? Mm-hmm. And a lot of the time, betas believe that nice guys finish last. But in reality, it's not that they're nice guys, it's that they're really boring. If you are not doing what a woman finds exciting and enticing, then you're just boring her. She's heard it a million other times from a million other betas, and there's a lot more betas than there are alphas, and so they know what you're going to say before you even do it. And so it's not uncommon for me to say, well, you should have said this or you should have said that, and the response is, like Godai said, I don't want to be rude. I can't be rude to women. I can't be a jerk. I can't be an ass, because betas can't tell when they are being exciting, when they are being interesting, when they are actually showing the woman that they are more than a beta, that they are, an interesting individual.
There's a million, for her, there's a million guys she can be friend with, but there's only a few that she can mate with. Now, if you trying to be her friends because you respect her,
you're already on the wrong track. You aren't going to get anything.
Exactly. You're not gonna get anything, and if you're fine with that,
if you're doing that, you already are a beta, and you're a beta on the wrong side of the beta.
And you still can be beta and be interesting, be alive, be happy, be more than regular guys, and that guys can get something more, definitely. And that's where you wanna be at. You don't have to be a jerk. You don't have to be mean to women, but you can be alive, you can be playful, and you can be a lot more than what you are.
I think we should probably define a bad alpha. A bad alpha is going to hurt people. A bad alpha is going to be aggressive. A bad alpha is he only cares about himself. A bad beta is exactly the opposite. He worries about everyone else. He doesn't take care of himself. In fact, he may abuse himself at the expense of others. He will kiss people's ass and hope that they will like him. He will fix their plumbing, pay for their car repairs, pay their rent. He'll do anything to be liked. Mm-hmm. That's a bad beta. You don't want to be on either end of that spectrum. I think in all reality, the person that you want to be is just remove the labels, and you want to be the guy in the middle. You got to realize there's honorable betas, which are really the backbone of our society. They're good guys that their word counts. They're honorable. They do what they're supposed to do, and you can trust them and rely on them. And you got alphas who are strong leaders. They're capable of getting stuff done. They're capable of taking risks. They're capable of facing fear and continuing on. And what you want is you want to be that guy in the middle, where you have those best traits of both sides. Mm-hmm. And I think that's something that guys need to figure out where you're at and start heading to where you will be the best you that you can be, regardless of alpha, regardless of beta.
It is great. I mean, it is very important to analyze yourself. What are you really doing? Do you tend to be a lot of female friends and you're not making any moves? Maybe you take a look at yourself again and where you're at.
Yeah, with pheromones, it's always a constant analysis. It's always a constant analysis of yourself. You are trying to grow. The guys that use pheromones the longest, they're the ones that get the most results, because they are constantly getting these social interactions that allow them to go, this worked, this didn't work. What did I do wrong? What could I have done better? Or this worked, so what did I do right? And can I improve upon it? And don't worry about the alpha and beta. Just worry about the personal growth, the personal development. Become the guy you want to be, who achieves the things that you're not achieving and you want to achieve. You want to become that guy who is not always going, what the fuck happened? How come I didn't get the girl? How come I didn't get the job? How come why does it always work out? You don't want to be that guy. Even if it's small victories in your personal growth, you want to be making them, and you want to be analyzing, how can I be more, how can I be better, regardless of pheromone use.
Exactly.
Good enough?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Hope that helps. Any questions? You know what the deal below, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you.